Boy, few things feel better than a nice fly cast. Welcome to Vancouver, Washington. I'm Tim Rajeff. I got a question for you. Would you like to be a better caster? Well, if you're like me, the answer simply is yes. Amongst all my peers, I'd say there's a few things that all of them agree that you should do to become a better caster. The first one is find a good instructor. The Federation of Fly Fishermen has a list of instructors that are certified. Get somebody that you have experience with. Second one is you need to spend time away from the fish. In this casting pond, I can take all the time I need to practice my presentation casts, because if I just go fishing, I'm so focused on the fish, I don't spend time perfecting my cast. The third thing is come up with a good practice and lesson plan. So let me go over what I do and what I recommend you do to make your practice very effective. So when you're ready to do your practice sessions, don't just pull off the whole fly line and see if you can bomb a 100-foot cast out there. Especially trout fishing, 90% of my fishing is done 20 to 50 feet away from me. So it's really important to develop good control and good mechanics. And the thing that I think most people struggle with is where do they need to put the power in the stroke. And the best cast to practice that with and develop good power application is the roll cast. The reason I say that is the roll cast forces you to put extra power at the very end of the stroke, and it forces you to use more power than normal. So it's inefficient. And so to make it work, you gotta really hit it hard. And if you hit it hard and late, you get a narrow roll cast that lays the line out perfectly. So I'd like you to start by making good roll casts. Make one roll cast off your left shoulder here, and then switch it up and throw a roll cast off your right shoulder. I want you to be comfortable with either style, left side or right side cast, because you never know where the wind's coming from. You never know if you're gonna be in a boat. So if you can be consistent, practice all of these casts off either shoulder. The next thing I want you to do is do the pick up and lay down cast. And that one's kind of boring. People say, dude, why do I need to do that? I don't trout fish I don't commonly make a cast where I have to pick up and recast without false casting. But what a pick up and lay down cast does is it allows you to throw one back cast, one forward cast, and follow it down. And it gives you a chance to pay close attention to how the fly hits the water. That's the key here. If I drop my back cast too far behind me, the line hits first, the fly puddles second. Can you see that? So if I make a really good pick up and lay down cast where I stop the rod perfectly and come forward, boom, the fly hits first. Very important. So pay close attention to how that fly hits the water and practice your pick up and lay down casts off your right side and your left side. Then take some time and work on your false casting. 1, 2, and then layer down. Why don't I take 10 false casts like when I'm trout fishing? The reason is if you have a problem with your stroke and you do more than about 3 false casts, pretty soon your bad habit starts to get ingrained. With fewer false casts, it gives me enough time to practice my timing, but not so much time that I start to groove a bad stroke. So practice your false casts off the left side, off your right side, and any extra time beyond that, then you can go out and bomb some long casts. So don't just show up and show off to your buddies and see if you can hit the other side of the pond. Really start with the roll cast, do your pick up and lay down cast, and finish with your false casts. Put targets out so you know exactly how far your distances are. So when you hit the river or when you hit the flats and you see a target, you already know what that distance is from all the time you've spent aiming at specific targets. Give all that stuff a try, and I'm sure your days on the water will be more successful and you'll have more fun. That's what this is about. Check out more stuff and more tips on gink and gasoline. Thanks so much.